yeah. Let's get married. Hold hands, walk in the park. Let's get married. Let's get married. We know other people who drifted apart, who broke each other's hearts. But we ain't other people, so we'll do things our way. We're gonna be okay. Gonna be more than okay. Let's get married. We're ready for tying the knot. Let's get married. Set the seal on the feelings we've got. Let's get married. We can make each other happy, or we can make each other blue. Let's get married. Yeah, it's just a piece of paper, but it says I love you. For the good times, for the days when we can do no wrong. For the bad times, for the moments when we think we can't go on. For the family, for the lives of the children that we planned. Let's get married. Come on, darling, please take my hand. Oh, and I'll be the one who's by your side. Yeah, and I'll be the one still taking pride. When we're old, if they ask me, how do you define success? I say, you meet a woman and you fall in love and you ask her and she says yes. Ask her and she says yes. Let's get married. I love you and I wanna stay with you. Let's get married. Have kids, grow old and play with you. Let's get married. Hold hands when we walk in the park. Let's get married. Alright, you can get a cat just as long as it barks. For the good times, for the days when we can do no wrong. For the bad times, for the moments when we think we can't go on.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this celebration of marriage here in Falmouth, in this beautiful setting at the Green Bank Hotel, with a very special welcome to the bride and groom. I would just like to take this opportunity, if I may, to introduce us. And my colleague today is Jeanette Christie. And Jeanette is the registrar for marriages in this district, and she will be recording the details of today's ceremony in the marriage register, where there will be a lasting record. My name is Charmin Rowe, and it is indeed my pleasure and privilege to be officiating for you today. Today's ceremony is within the civil law of this country and is being specifically chosen by Celena and Stuart. And the place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. And if the guests now would like to take their seats, please.
Does Minnie want to sing with her mum and dad?
I've lost my assistant. So on behalf of Celena and Stuart, I would like to welcome you all here on this, their very special day. And I know it means a great deal to them that you can be here to share in their happiness on the occasion of their marriage. Now, marriage means making a commitment to developing cooperation, friendship and mutual respect. It calls for honesty, patience and of course humour. A good marriage is where each partner cares for the other and supports them in all that they do. It requires closeness and distance. The closeness of a couple growing together and enough distance to allow each partner to be an individual. A good partner in such a marriage will be loving, caring, and above all, a very best friend. So it is in this spirit that Celena and Stuart are now before us. In each other's company, they have found happiness, fulfilment, and love, and they now wish to affirm their relationship with this marriage. So I now need you, please, both to confirm your full names before your witnesses. And Stuart, you'll be delighted to hear we always go first with the groom. May I have your full name, please?
Stuart David Clary.
And Celena, may I have your full name, please?
Celena Beach.
And if there's any person here present who knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. And that's the sort of silence. But before you are joined in matrimony, I am required by law to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you're about to make. So marriage in this country means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. But more than this, marriage is intended to provide the love and friendship, help and comfort which each ought to have for the other, both in times of joy and in times of hardship. It gives the opportunity to comfort, cherish and support each other through whatever life may bring you. So I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you know of no lawful reason why you should not be married to one another. So, Stuart, I'm asking you really just to reply I am to the following question. Are you, Stuart David Clary, free lawfully to marry Celena Beach?
I am.
And are you, Celena Beach, free lawfully to marry Stuart David Clary?
I am.
In that case then, Dad, I've got a really important question for you. Roger, do you wish to give the hand of your daughter Celena in marriage to Stuart?
I do.
Oh, I'm so pleased you said that. I'd like to take your seat there,
Thank you.
sir. And if I could invite you, perhaps if you'd like to take your seat over there, because we've come to our first reading, and Daniel is going to step forward to read long distance.
Distance is not for the fearful, it is for the bold. It's for those who are willing to spend a lot of time alone in exchange for a little time with the one they love. It's for those knowing a good thing when they see it, even when they don't see it nearly enough.
I think you deserve a round of applause for that, don't you? Okay, so the solemn moment has now come for these two persons to contract their marriage before you, their witnesses. And the exchange of marriage vows in the presence of witnesses forms part of a long tradition of marriage in this country. And although we're required to be here to ensure legal marriage, the vows that you make are to one another. And that's what makes this really a special and unique moment for the two of you. So Stuart and Celena have asked you to share their day with them. They have invited you here for you to give your encouragement and support at this very special time. So could I therefore please ask you to join me in standing to witness their contractual words? And if you'd like to invite me in front, join me again at the front.
Yes.
So now I'm going to pose you a rather lengthy question, and this time I hope you will respond I will. So I ask you now, Stuart, will you take Celena to be your wife? Will you comfort her in life's sorrow and pain? Will you rejoice with her through the good times? And will you remain true to her for the rest of your lives together?
I will.
And I ask you now, Celena, will you take Stuart to be your husband? Will you comfort him in life's sorrow and pain? Will you rejoice with him through the good times? And will you remain true to him for the rest of your lives together?
I will.
So you are now about to make the most trusting and absolute commitment that any one person can make to the other. You're about to put your love, your life, and your future happiness into each other's keeping. So if I'd like you now, please, if you could just face one another and join both hands. And these words, Stuart, I need you to repeat after me, but please say them to Celena. No pressure.
Didn't think of that, did we?
I, Stuart David Clary,
I, Stuart David Clary,
take you, Celena Beach,
take you, Celena Beach,
to be my wedded wife.
to be my wedded wife.
I promise that I will love you,
I promise I will love you,
honour and protect you,
honour and protect you,
through the good times and the bad.
through the good times and the bad.
I promise to be faithful to you alone,
I promise to be faithful to you alone,
as long as we both shall
as long as we
live.
both shall live.
I, Celena Beach,
I, Celena Beach,
take you, Stuart David Clary,
take you, Stuart David Clary,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
I promise that I will love you,
I promise that I will love you,
honour and protect you,
honour and protect you,
through the good times and the bad.
through the good times and the bad.
I promise to be faithful to you alone,
I promise to be faithful to you alone,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
So if you'd now like to take your seat, and ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to take your seats again, because we come to the second reading, and I'm going to ask Mark to step forward, and I believe you're reading an extract from Captain Crow's manual. Thank you.
Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like an earthquake and then subsides. And when it subsides, you have to make a decision. You have to work out whether your roots have become so entwined together that it is inconceivable that you should ever part. Because this is what love is. Love is not breathlessness. It is not excitement. It is not the promulgation of promises of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any of us can convince ourselves we are. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away. And this is both an art and a fortunate accident. Your mother and father had it. They had roots that grew towards each other underground. And when all the pretty blossom had fallen from their branches, they found that they were one tree and not two.
If you come and join me at the front, and Mark, we've come to the read exchange, so if you could step forward as well, please. So the wedding ring is an ancient and traditional way of sealing the contract that you have just made. It is an unbroken circle which symbolises unending and everlasting love, and it is, of course, the outward sign of the lifelong promise that you have both just made to one another. So, Mark, if I could ask you please to present Stuart with the bride's ring. And if you'd like just to pop that onto the third finger of your left hand and hold it there
Wow.
and to repeat this vow. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
to join us together
to join us together
as a symbol of my love and affection.
as a symbol of my love and affection.
Wear it with happiness and with pride.
Wear it with happiness and with pride,
Now and forever.
now and forever.
Okay, so securely on.
I don't think so. Who made these?
Lovely. And Mark, I think you must have.
Hopefully one more.
That's it. I'd like to give Stuart's ring to Celena for me.
you.
Thank you. And if you'd like now to pop that onto the third finger of his left hand and repeat this vow. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
to join us together
to join us together
as a symbol of my love and affection.
as a symbol of my love and affection.
Wear it with happiness and with pride,
Wear it with happiness and with pride,
now and forever.
now and forever.
Is that nice and secure?
I did a better job.
If you'd like to take your seat last time, because now I'm going to ask Katie to step forward. And I think you've got the Cornish blessing, haven't you? Yes. Okay.
May peace guard the door of your house and your heart. May the road rise up to meet you and the sun stand at your shoulder. May the rain fall softly and the wind always be at your back. And may life itself be your friend each night, each step of your journey from this day forth.
Thank you. Last time, I promise. So, Stuart and Celena, you have both made the declarations prescribed by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses and before me. You have further given and received your rings as a token of your commitment to each other and to your future life together. Your marriage ceremony today has given your family and friends the opportunity to come together to help celebrate in your happiness. And as you look back on today and the years to come, may you both remember the love that you have felt and the commitment that you have just made. Today, we all share in that happiness as you become husband and wife, and we all give you our very best wishes for your future life together. So it is now my great pleasure to announce that you are husband and wife, and you may go to your bride. Did you get that? Because it was very quick, wasn't it? Okay, so I'm now going to hand the proceedings over to Jeanette for the signing of the register. And Stuart, I'm afraid it's you first on the plate, but Celena, look over his shoulder and make sure he's doing it right.
You'll need to be able to copy your signature.
Sure, he can.
Well, I bet he manages to get into the wrong shirt. You mean you can't write? Better for the pencil. My signature looks absolutely nothing like that at all. We should have
Yes.
Thanks, Shirley.
Sorry, everyone. Okay, lovely. So if you'd like you to come on to the front. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Big feet.
I'm now going to ask Jeanette to present the couple with their marriage certificate.
Now, Celena and Stuart, I have here your marriage certificate, and it comes to you both with our warmest wishes for your future together and many happy years. And thank you so much for choosing Cornwall.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you. So, usually, this goes to the bride because in Cornwall we like to think that it's the bride's property. you might like to ask Stuart to keep it in his pocket though, because you may be slightly short on pockets today. So, would you like to entrust it to Stuart?
Yeah, I'll
for the
trust
time
Stuart
being?
with it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So before I send you on your way, I'd like to give my personal congratulations to you, and it has been an absolute pleasure. It's been building fun, isn't it? It's lovely. Now, you might be disappointed that there's a little shower, but believe you me, it's good luck. You know what they say, a damp knot is always harder to untie.
That's very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, lovely. So I just need you to swap sides, please, because now you need to have your right arm free to protect your bride. We need to give you your flowers.
Thank you very much.
And so all that remains for me to say, ladies and gentlemen, is on behalf of all of us, congratulations to the happy couple. So can I now ask you please to stand, and shall we have a cheer for Terry?
Don't say sorry, it's your day. Plenty of time for sorry.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you, and longer if I can. How long will I need you? As long as the seasons need to follow their plan. How long will I be with you? As long as the sea is bound to wash upon the sand. How long will I want you? As long as you want me to, and longer by far. How long will I hold you? As long as your father told you. As long as you can. How long will I give to you? As long as I live through you. However long you say. How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you, and longer if I may. How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you,